y'all. Uh, Good morning. Happy Saturday. It's time to get up out of this bed and get life started. Y'all, I'm so tired. I woke up at 9 o'clock, which is considered late for me because I am an early riser. I like to wake up at like sometimes 5 something, 6 something, 7 something. But y'all, I've been taking that vitamin, the magnesium with ashwagandha, because sometimes I know I've had a long day, I know that I'm tired, and I just know that I need sound sleep, like rockabye baby sleep. Like, put me to sleep and I don't want to get up. And I don't know what's been going on with your doggy nephew, but this is the second time this week where he's like up and just bouncing all over the bed, wanting to play, wanting to jump around. And usually if he wake up in the middle of the night, he has to use the bathroom. Like, if it's an emergency, his stomach hurt, he'll let me know. And it's not that. He's literally just bouncing around as if like he's like nocturnal or something. Like, dude, no, it's nighttime, go to sleep. Speaking of him, he's down here at the bottom of my feet getting rubbed. Obama, come up here and say hi to your aunties and uncles. Come on. Here he is. You was waking me up last night. What was your situation? Because that was a lot of waking up, boy. That was a lot. You had me losing it, y'all. And while the daggone magnesium and ashwagandha was rocking me, I felt myself crying. Like, because I was so tired. Like, I was just like, oh, mama, lay down. I'm tired. Yeah, you was bothering me last night. What was up with you? What was the deal? Yo, what was the deal? You don't know? Don't turn your head. Okay, you don't know? So the next time you're going to learn. Anyways, y'all. So he was just waking me up, doing the most. Like, it was just so weird. I don't know if he was hot, he was uncomfortable. He kept wanting me to rub him with my feet. That's like a thing of his. Like, you see how needy he is? Look. He wants me to rub him with my hands. That's why he's laying here. And he's just a needy boy. And it's like he just wanted me to rub him with my feet the whole time. And I'm like, dude, I'm tired. I want my feet underneath the covers. I have no time for this. So, anyways, at any rate, that was last night. Literally waking up like I had a newborn baby. And now it's about to be 10. I woke up an hour ago almost. And so we're going to get our Saturday started, y'all. Y'all know we've already been building the stuff because I just like my stuff to be together. And so far, I'm just so happy. Look at the neediness. Look at him. Y'all see this? Like, just needy. Anyways, I built the table. So y'all saw that yesterday. And I got that going. And it just feels so good to be able to sit at a table properly. I hate having to bring my stuff to the bed or to the sofa. Like, I live in a studio, so I just want to feel like each space has its own place. You know what I mean? So today we're gonna get up. I'm gonna kind of remake this bed. I'm not gonna lie, I am not a bed maker, but my bed don't really usually need to be made because it's just me in it, so it's easy enough to kind of like pull the sheets back, whatever. But right now, this bed needs to be replaced, y'all. And I don't know if you can notice, but this is the side of the bed I lay on, and I am lean. Like, leaning, okay? By a thread. The metal piece is broke, and I've had this frame for 7 years, so it makes sense. But also just like the way that I lean on it sometimes probably isn't the most sturdiest. Anyway, it gotta go. The headboard's not even fully attached. This thing is holding on by a thread too. So this is gonna go. I'm probably donate this, but the frame is broke, so I'm gonna throw that out. And that's what's coming next week. So it may not be in this vlog, it might be in the next one, we'll see. But yeah, let's get up out of this bed and tidy up because I don't like a mess, and I need to put the dishwashers in the the dishes in the dishwasher. Get up, wash my face, brush my teeth. Let's do all the things because I don't want to be talking to y'all with yuck mouth. Nah, I'm saying. Let's get up out of this bed while your doggy nephew pitter patter. Welcome to the look. Afro already coming out. So we're gonna brush our teeth, wash our face, and at least just tidy up around the house. So we're gonna keep the jam on because it's Saturday and I'm not going anywhere crazy. Oh my gosh, my head's itching. It's gonna be wash day soon. I also have eczema, y'all. As y'all know, I've told y'all. First of all, let me tell y'all. Yesterday, my hands was hurting. Look at my thumb, y'all. Let's see if I can get this to focus. Look at my thumb. Y'all see my thumb? It is split and cracked open. My eczema hasn't been this crap in a while, but here we are. Look at my hands. Swollen. Y'all see how swollen they are? From the lines of my fingers and how puffy they are past the point. This right hand is doing wonders. The left hand is not as puffy. You see how like my finger width is within the lines of my finger? That's how I know when it's like the puffiness is like there. It's just a mess, y'all. It's just a mess. So what I got up in this shower? Nothing. Don't y'all worry, ain't nothing magic popping out. I just got my face washed, so I usually, if I'm in the shower, I wash my face. But right now, I'm just getting my day started, so we're just gonna wash our face here and then put it back. I got a headscarf on. Let me fix this so it's not at least whatever, y'all. I don't know. Let me tell y'all. So I've been on Threads. I don't know if y'all use Threads. Threads is Instagram, aka Instagram's, you know, ran by Meta. Meta is what controls Facebook and all that stuff, just in case y'all didn't know. And I've been using Threads because I am more of a talker, as y'all know, and I'm getting to this point that like I like writing more than I read. I'm not a reader, but I read when I have to, but I prefer writing. And so Threads has really been a platform that's been a great outlet, which used to be Twitter. And now it's X. And I feel like most people now are on Threads versus X, Twitter, whatever. And I've been enjoying Threads. Like, there's just a good community on there. And so the other day I was posting like thoughts about being a micro influencer and where I am today versus 6 years ago when I started. And y'all can check out that reel on my channel here, just so you know. And if you're a micro influencer, you know, or you're looking to get started with YouTube, get curious, or you're just getting started, I think that that is a good post for y'all to just pause it and read it, because it has given my insight over the last 6 years. And I am still a micro influencer. I have not made it to this grand level of influencing, but I know that I am just as big, if not bigger, with the information that I have to share with y'all. So I just been on Threads doing all of that talking and stuff, and it was one girl that was just like, oh, what happened to YouTube? It feels like everybody just want to be up there talking. And I'm like, it's YouTube. I'm like, you have to know that there's a difference between long form content and short form content. Long form content is for YouTube. Short form is everything else. TikTok, Instagram, Snapchat, whatever else, right? If you're on Twitch, I don't know a whole lot about Twitch, but from what I'm seeing, it's similar. People are being followed. People are showing their lives. People are talking. It's for yappers. The queens and kings of yapping. It's just what it is. But the thing is that you want to make sure that you're just not yapping about bullshit, and you want to make sure that you're yapping about shit that people can be thinking about, right? And that's how I want my channel to be ran. So I just want to let y'all know, if y'all feel like, oh, Bessie be yapping, and I do, but I be giving y'all insightful how to maybe think about it this way, maybe think about it that way. How's your day? Here's how therapy went for me. Because that's what YouTube is. It's about how to. It is the university of learning how to. So you're gonna get yapping on YouTube. I don't know what else she was thinking she had to get on YouTube, but mama, you're gonna get yapping on YouTube. And there's a difference with yapping nonsense and yapping that real shit, okay? So I just wanted to say that, because at one point too, when I got back to the lifestyle vlogs with y'all, I was like, oh, like, should I be? Yeah, sometimes I'm gonna take you outside, and sometimes we're gonna be the fuck inside, okay? Because sometimes what's happening is inside. I'm not a huge outside person, but I do go outside and I show y'all, and I like to, why am I going in there? And, you know, I like to show y'all when I go outside and what's out there. But sometimes the stuff is inside. So, anyways, at any rate, if you're just starting or wanting to start and you want to get into YouTube, ain't nothing wrong with yapping. As long as you got some substance. It's about substance versus not having substance, right? So if you don't got substance, then don't waste people's time. But if you got substance and you got something to preach about, it's like a preacher. You're going to sit there on the Sunday and, well, listen. That's how that goes. So don't let nobody tell you otherwise. Make sure you got substance, because then you will definitely have an audience. And that's how that goes. So anyways, let's wash our face. I'm done with the yapping session right now for y'all. And let's get going. This is my little bands I got from Dollar Tree. I think I showed y'all when I went live. It helps. No, I don't use like a brush or anything, because it's one of those things where they're like, oh, you use a brush and it's better. But then it's like, oh, you use a brush and then it holds bacteria. It's like, I'm just going to use my hands. And I'm just going to make sure that I really get up into the crevices and just like, you know, really dig deep in there, because it's kind of like damn if you do, damn if you don't. So anyway, let's wash our face. I'm going to brush my teeth and stuff off camera, because y'all don't need to see me doing that. And if you're wondering what face wash I use, because I have acne prone, yes, 35 plus would still have an acne prone skin, is ghetto. Yeah, ghetto. But that's here nor there. I use this Mango deep pore cleansing soda foam from Mango is the brand. And I get this from Ulta Beauty. It is a Korean product made in Korea. I don't know if I showed y'all this before. This is also made in Korea, which is from Tony Moly. Let me get it to focus. Let's see. See, Tony Moly. There we go. And it's a rice gentle enzyme cleanser. So it's a powder. Y'all probably saw what I was putting on my hand. And it exfoliates. It gets more. Now, I'm not going to lie. I like Dermalogica better than this one, because I feel like the Dermalogica one really gets into there. But you know, Dermalogica is mainstream, and you also know it's probably not going to be as clean as this one. So, I mean, it is what it is. Sometimes you just gotta figure out what works for you. But yeah, let me rinse this off. Okay, so I rinse that off, and then I use these little face towels. So that's another thing, is that a regular face towel is gonna hold bacteria. So to preserve and not be wasteful, I use the top half of these wipes to like dry my face off and all that good stuff. And these are good because it has like the exfoliated ridges on one side, and then it's like flat surface on the other side. Sorry, I'm looking at myself, y'all, because that's another thing. Pet peeve is when people vlog and they're not looking at themselves. I mean, they're looking at themselves and they're not looking at y'all. But sometimes you gotta check yourself up here just to make sure. And so the top half is wet. This is how I preserve, being smart. Top half is wet from drying my face, right? And then I just kind of fold it like that. This bottom half is not wet and not used. And I also use the Manio's probiotic toner. Their stuff is pretty good for people with like acne prone, blackhead, pores, and all that kind of stuff. And you see how it like wets up on the bottom? You probably can't, but see it's like wet up on the bottom now. And then I just kind of get into the crevices in my nose and where my pores is crazy. So now y'all get to see what I'm doing. You know, don't miss anything. Just really take a pass at it. Just show y'all what I do, and I do what I do. Okay, y'all. Like, you see, oh, look at this. This is why I say I get like this hormonal breakout. I also deal with endometriosis, so hormones is always all over the place. So I got this breakout, I got this, and I had one right here. So, yeah. I'm just like, when the hell does it stop? It gotta stop. Look, it's pretty bad. And lately, since I'm not going outside, I normally will put on the moisturizer and then daily sunscreen. Excuse me, first of all, people of color, you need to use sunscreen. I just want you to know. This is from Trader Joe's. And I've done a review on that, so go and check it out. I told y'all would still get product reviews on my lifestyle. But this here, I get them in Marshall's. This here, y'all, this Advanced Clinicals tea tree oil is holy grail. I've been using this for over 10 years. Just about. I believe so. It has tea tree oil, which is good for visible blemishes and cracked skin. It has vitamin E, which improves the look of skin redness and bumps. And it has witch hazel, which calms the look of blemishes and prone stuff. You can use this on different parts of your body. You can use it on your face. And you can use it other places. But this here, you want to use on cleansed face, because the stuff really pulls. And whatever you do, anything that's like a serum, I was always taught by an esthetician, don't just rub it. You know, people be like that, because your pores is like a sponge, you want to press it. Press it into your face. Press it into your face. Okay? Press, press, press. And this here will help with them breakouts. Oh my god. I don't use it all the time because you might look a little shiny and stuff. And I am an oily skinned girl. But I promise you, it doesn't like clog my pores and make me feel, you know, heavier in the face and all that other stuff. But I put this on because I'm not really going anywhere, right? I walk your boy, but that's it. Take my little wrist things off, which these really do help, because normally water's all down my arm. And that's all, that's it. So now, for the rest of this, we're going to go on ahead and keep doing stuff. And most likely I'm going to come back with a part 2, because I don't want this to be extremely longer than what it needs to be. But we're going to keep going. I'm going to go to the kitchen. I'm going to tidy up. I'm going to do a little music for y'all while I do so. And then we're going to get started with building this shelf, because I'm eager to get this shelf going. So come on, let's get going. But wait, I'm going to go brush my teeth and do that kind of thing, and then we're going to go. I'll be back. But wait, I just remembered. I wanted to show y'all the mouthwash. So this is the one that's almost gone. This is what I was telling you. And it comes like this. So you just fill it with water inside of the little cup that it comes with. And this is what I was showing y'all that I got from my little Amazon haul. And see, it's like a yellow color because it has like natural essential oils and stuff in it. And then you just take it, and this is where it says about 6, but I do 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And this is the Guru Nando one that, and then you just flop it back. And just like that, you just spit it on out. And then I just like leave a little lid on top. And that is the mouthwash. So I just wanted to show y'all that because I realized I showed y'all the other day. And from what I learned too, I'm gonna be done with yipping and yapping. You floss first. I had a dentist say this. Floss first, get the gunk out, which I did. Then mouthwash. And then you're supposed to brush your... I need to change the head on this, but this is the Philips Sonic brush. You brush your teeth. And I use this Trader Joe's whitening sensitive. And this thing, your teeth will look pearly white, I promise you. It's very natural tasting, so it ain't gonna taste fancy. They don't do all that added stuff in it, but this is pretty good. And then I brush my teeth for 2 minutes. And then I scrape my tongue. I get this from the Dollar Tree, okay? So, just wanted to let y'all know. I don't know which operation y'all doing, but whatever, do it. Okay, y'all, so I loaded the dishwasher and I took out the clean dishes, and now I'm gonna hand wash like the pots and pans that either don't come out that great in the dishwasher or my really quality care way. You can't put those in the dishwasher. So my Caraway ones I can't put in the dishwasher. So I'm gonna hand wash those, and then the kitchen is reset. And then I'm going to start building that shelf because I want to get that done. Okay, baby? I'm going to show y'all the before situation and the after. Let me go wash these dishes. Hey, y'all. So I am still in the process of building this bookshelf. I had took some time to try to make this homemade sourdough bread. Apparently there's a whole freaking science behind that, where you have to, you know, liven up the yeast and all that stuff. So I was like, okay, it's gonna take a few days for it to liven up. And I was recording a video for that because I have a brand partnership with the brand. And I'm just like, this is interesting. But I am now building the shelf. Let me show y'all the freaking chaos around here. Okay, so there are the door panels over there. This is the base so far on what I got to. Those are the other pieces there over on that other box. And So far, so good. Now, while I build this, I am listening to this audiobook. So, a little backstory. I am not a reader. Thanks to my mom. So, mom, when you watch this, because she be watching my vlogs, thanks to you. I hate reading books, okay? I don't like reading them. Because my mother was not effing around when I was a kid. She wanted to make sure, I was not an idiot and I grew up smart and could thrive and read and this hooked on phonics and Dr. Seuss and, Jack and Jane and all that stuff. And it just made me hate reading when I got older. But I love writing. Love writing. Now, my mother, she is very, very talented in the sense of she likes both. She likes to write. She likes to read. And we were talking about that, how like she should get back into that because it's something that she was always good at growing up. Well, me growing up, watching her, she was always good at it. And my mom have written me poems. My mom have written me a poem book. I got a poem book from my mom that I love, and she's good at it. So anyway, one of my best friends, we were on the phone yesterday, and she's like, girl, you know how you and I both don't like reading, but we like to write? And I'm like, yeah. And she's like, you should get like a Kindle or whatever. And I was like, well, I have an iPad. I'm not going to invest in a Kindle because I don't like reading. Like, I'm not going to go invest in something that's specifically for that because to me it's just a waste of money. But I have an iPad, right? And so my iPad works well. I usually use it for creating stuff. And she was like, okay, so you should just look up this author called Christina C. Jones.
You'll need to unlock your iPad first.
Ooh, no. Look at Siri listening to me. But she's called Christina C. Jones, and she was like, you can find like some interest in those stories because they're not. She was suggesting another book, but for some reason it's not available in my library, LA County or LA City. Excuse me. And most of the Christina C. Jones books available for me are audio. And I was telling her, I was like, people have been trying to get me and convince me to read a book, and I just hate it. I even grabbed a book out of our local like book houses that you walk past, and I've started a book and didn't finish it. So I put it back out there because it took me 1.5 years to literally let it sit there and realize I was not going to finish it. Started it, didn't finish it. And so anyway, now that I'm back in grad school and I'm in this doctorate's program, I don't have a choice but to really get in the information I need. So anyway, I started to do audio. So a lot of the articles that I have to read for school or whatever, I try to just get a reader to read it out loud to me because I was like, maybe I can do audio. So I was like, let me try audio out. Anyways, today I downloaded the Libby app. If you don't have the Libby app, it is really good. Libby. It is like the hub for your library's books digitally, right? Movies and all that kind of stuff. And it's perfect because I can actually get certain reads for school from there. So that's mainly why I have it. But it is perfect if you are a reader, right? So I was like, let me just go and find some Christina C. Jones books and see, what I would like. And I was able to preview this one book. So it's called Inevitable Conclusions. So this is the one I'm reading or listening to right now on audio. And this is the first one in this series. So they go by series. And this is the first book within the series. And each series have different number of books. So far, I'm on chapter 4, which is an hour and 4 minutes in of building this shelf and, well, laying it out, opening up the box and starting to build it. And this first book has 9 hours and something. So far, the book is good. It's along the storyline of which I would love, especially if it was like a movie. And I try to think of it that way because I'm a writer and I do want, like, a lifelong goal of mine would be to write maybe some books, but really, I really would love to write movies. I would love to write movies. And anyways, it's just something that I enjoy. I love writing. And listening to this so far, I can really get into it, and the imagination is definitely there. And it's not feeling like dreadful. I never was an audio person either, but I have tried audio more so this last year while getting into school. And I was like, you know what? I can do that. But just sitting here reading it on my iPad, I don't know that it's something I would want to do. So anyways, just want to come and share that with y'all while I'm sitting here listening to it and building. So far, it's a pretty good book, and I am very appreciative that, like, if this can get me into reading books by listening to them, then I always want to, like, broaden my knowledge and my vocabulary and just everything, right? Like, I always think that that's such a great ability that you can fill yourself with, that you can also stifle yourself with if you choose not to read. And I think the trauma of growing up being forced to read, I just couldn't stand reading, couldn't stand it. And I wanted to be one of those sit on the book and read my book sort of girlies, but I just never was that, okay? But I can do that for writing. So I'm happy that this book's going good so far. I hope this isn't just a today's phase and then I, like, sort of put it down and forget about it. I hope it will be something that I continue to want to do. And I don't know, I'll keep y'all posted, but I just want to come and share that and share my progress. So far so good. This stands going, but I will show y'all where this end up and what's over there now, and then I will go from there. And like I said, I might end up doing a part 2 because I don't want this part of the vlog to become too long, but I'll just continue. I'll pick up from where I left off and continue with the next vlog and drop it for y'all. But thank you for just always supporting and tuning in, and all of my Bessie shenanigans, from grocery shopping to coming up with new recipes to play with because I like cooking, and also trying to do this anti-inflammatory thing. I'm trying to stay committed to it because I have been feeling great. So just trying to make more things at home and buying less of it at the store. And traveling, y'all come traveling with me and run my errands with me and do all the cool things. So I appreciate that. But let's get back to it. And baby, let me press play on my book, because they have, like, the main characters is a male and a female, and we just heard her perspective of the book for the first 2 chapters, and now this 4th chapter is Tariq speaking his. So let me play and y'all can hear a little bit.
Her gasped and playfully smacked me on the shoulder as we rounded the corner to her building. That's so accurate. I was going to go with ridiculous. How exactly do you lose a bet based on whether or not someone will sleep with you? You could have easily won by keeping your dick to yourself. I chuckled, shaking my head as I followed her into her building and watched her key in the code that would give access to the interior doors. Laura, I lost the bet the moment you decided to come to my door.
That's all I said. I don't want to give too much of it away. I don't want there to be any, like, copyright or anything like that. I don't know if there's copyright with a book, but you know, there's copyright with music, so I don't know. But that's the little taste that I will give y'all with the book so far. It's pretty good. I mean, and it's enjoyable to just sit here and listen. Because I mean, most times what I do, y'all, is I don't watch a lot of TV either. If anything, the most that I watch is typically other YouTubers. Like, I am a YouTuber and I watch other YouTubers. And if I'm not watching YouTube because like I've been caught up or whatever, I spend 8 out of 10 of my time, 8.5 out of 10, I'm listening to music. When I say I'm a music lover, I'm a music lover. And I spend my time listening to music throughout the day. So if I'm not listening to music, then I'm like talking to, like, you know, family on the phone. Because I love talking on the phone. And if I'm not talking on the phone, then that's when I'm catching up on my YouTube. And I usually can catch up on YouTube episodes within a couple hours in a day, and that be it. So mainly it's music and talking on the phone. That's like my people interaction, or like my personal just like decompression. But anyway, that's all. That's it. If I can get into this audio thing, I think that'd be pretty cool. So I'm very much looking forward to that. But yeah, I'll come back and I'll check in with y'all. Hey y'all, happy Sunday. Okay, it's Sunday. Yesterday, y'all know I was building the shelf and trying to learn how to make some freaking sourdough live starter. Okay, we're on day 2 here. It didn't expand as much as they said, but they said sometimes you might get the stubborn batch, so it takes some time for it to wake up. So we're gonna try. We are trying our hand at homemade stuff, y'all. Okay, we're trying. And I use this company here, Living Dough, and this is their gluten-free version. Okay, they have really good reviews, and so far it smells and seems like it's legit. But baby, if I don't get her to wake up, we're gonna try the troubleshooting method that they gave, because they give you a whole direction, y'all. So when I do brand partnerships, I really try this stuff out. I don't just be out here selling y'all a hope and a dream. I don't. I'm legit. I'm loyal to the soil. Doing what they say do. Okay. So we're gonna wrap this up. But y'all gonna have to come back to see what the shelf look like, because I don't want this vlog to be too long. But y'all know you're gonna continue hanging with me and doing all the things that I gotta do this week. But if you come back for the next one, that means that you get to see the area of what it looks like before, and then the area after, and then we're gonna build the bed. I have to go back into AutoCAD which is the software that I use professionally, but it's the software that I'm using to map out my space to make sure that it fits properly. We're gonna go back in there because I really want to make sure that this is gonna fit with enough space in which I hope for, right? So anyway, we're gonna close this out and we're gonna come right back. And yes, y'all, I still have my same pajama. I still wash my face, brush my teeth, clean my butt. But baby, I'm in the house, so the same pajama, same look, okay? Anyway, that's all that's it. Thank you for hanging with me with all this chaos. Y'all come back. Y'all tell a friend and tell a friend. Tell your family members. Tell everybody. Come and check me out. I appreciate y'all hanging with me. Love y'all long time. Bye.